manual testing today. Manual testing is basically testing done with the help of a software person, with the help of software tools. What is software process? Software process basically is a logical steps, step-by-step logical actions done to achieve a required or a specified outcome. We we start with planning and then do check and action, and then to achieve a quality product. But what we say a quality product in the sense a bug-free, within budget, delivered on time, meets the requirement, and is easily maintainable product. We follow some testing, and testing is again to find bugs in any software product or any system. We go through software development life cycle to complete the whole system. To start with, we start with the requirements, and then analysis, design, coding, testing, and maintenance. There are different software development life cycles: waterfall method, V model, spiral model, iterative and incremental model, and agile methodologies. The waterfall model is a sequential model where a step-by-step process is followed. Once you finish one process, like say designing or one phase, you cannot go back to the design phase again. Whereas in agile methodology, it is done in an iterative and an incremental way, where we make small parts of the requirements, and we do the build on an incremental basis, in an iterative basis, like say for 2 weeks to once. And there we do customer-based requirement changes, like to satisfy the customer's needs. Then when we talk about testing, testing is basically finding the defects in any software product. The need for the testing is to improve the quality of a product, to satisfy the customer, to make sure the needs of the customer is met. And the role for a tester is basically, the primary role is to do verification and validation for a software. And the goal of a tester is to make sure the defect is found as early as possible, and also to make sure it gets fixed. He also checks for the correctness, completeness, testability, and consistency of any system. The basic principles we follow for testing is make sure you don't test your own program, and then you first design your outcomes, and inspect your outcomes completely, and make sure you test the program with not thinking like no errors will be found. And then what's the probability of error is the number of errors is directly proportional to the number of errors that's already found, and the number of don't dispose the test cases until the program is also disposable. And then those are the basic principles for the testing. The testing is classified as static testing and dynamic testing. Static testing is nothing but reviewing the code or walkthrough of the code, or requirement documents, or inspection. Whereas the dynamic testing is actual testing of the code to detect the defects. Dynamic testing is done by the testers, and it is always good to involve the testers from the beginning, from the static testing, like from the requirement analysis. We go through verification and validation in this. So the verification is basically to make sure the process is right, and the validation is to make sure the product is right. And the QAs, basically quality assurance, is done by the whole team, where they make sure this process is right. And the QC is basically the quality control, where we actually test the product and make sure the product is running correctly. for this testing process, we go through a software testing life cycle. We follow through a software testing life cycle that starts with the requirement analysis, and then designing of strategy, reviewing the test strategies, and then designing the test plan, and then reviewing the test plan, designing the test cases, reviewing the test cases, followed by, these are all verification side, and to go through the validation side.